I'm getting starting to like being wrong. Well, I'm wearing the dad shirt for my son from Disney because I lost a bet. Because, well, he thought it'd be ironic that I'm wearing this shirt with this hat because it looked kind of stupid. Now he won. Alright, anyway, this is that college football guy here with another video live from the ever exciting kitchen in my house. But, has this been a crazy Saturday or what? But, wow, what games we've had, and one that made me absolutely laugh, and at time I wanted to put my fist to the TV because they were giving me a heart attack. But let's get into a Saturday early review here, shall we, for the first half of the games? Well, actually, most of the games, really, because they've already gone down. Actually, first half started done, the second half's underway. So, first, everybody, right off the jump, everybody, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Everything helps the channel grow. Everything helps. I appreciate everything. So, shall we get into it? Oh boy. Well, how did my predictions do for the games went down? I predicted 11 games. I went 5-6. Yikes. I went bad. And a lot of upsets. A lot of actually point spread upsets and also ranked upsets. So let's get into it. Auburn and Ole Miss. Number 9 Ole Miss. Ole Miss a 16.5-point favorite. They won 48-34. Auburn hung around there. I guess Brian Herson doesn't want to get fired, does he? Then we got Iowa State at Texas. Number 22 Texas. Texas a 15-point favorite and they win 24-21. I said, Iowa State, can you score more than 10 points in the game? Well, they listened. They scored 21. Hey, something. Then there was this track meet. Did anybody, I didn't have a chance to do it because obviously I was trucking. Anybody had a chance to check the full track meet between number 19 Kansas and Oklahoma? I mean, what was this? 52-42, Oklahoma with the win and covers the 9.5-point spread. Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't have a chance to look at highlights because I literally got home, put my stuff in, went and hopped in the shower. My son says, "Here's the shirt you're wearing. If you win, if you win, you're wearing this. If Tennessee wins, you're wearing this." Well, he won. Okay, but let's get on there. And then we talk about the games that were surprising me, like number 24 Illinois at Minnesota was actually at number 24 Illinois, and Minnesota was a 4-point road favorite. And Illinois put it to them, winning 26-14. What a game! That was a good game from what I could see of it. And then there was the game that was close to turn into a blowout. Number 10 Penn State at number 5 Michigan. Michigan favored by 7, and they win 41-17. I mean, they put it to them. I mean, wow. Oh boy, I'm still getting up right now for when I came in here because I'm a little bit out of it right now. I'm a little sidetracked, and I apologize for this because on the way in here, coming through on the highway, 4 Corvettes were racing up the interstate, and about an hour later, about 80 miles up the road, I see 2 of the Corvettes on the side of the road, and 2 more of them flipped up and wrapped themselves around a tree. I'm running 100 miles an hour in the interstate. I saw 4 people, so hopefully that was all the drivers. But anyway, getting to the 3:30 games here. Number 15 NC State and number 18 Syracuse. Syracuse is a 3-point favorite. And Syracuse won 24-9, so I guess Syracuse perhaps is for real. I didn't think they were, but I guess they are now. Then there was, and speaking of a good game, the track, Oklahoma State, number 8 Oklahoma State, and number 13 TCU. TCU was a 4-point favorite. They won 43-40 in 2 overtimes. So if you picked TCU with the points, you lost. But that was a game from some of the highlights I saw. That was a game. Then there was Maryland at Indiana. Maryland was an 11-point favorite for our subscriber. And Maryland won 38-33. Close games here. Then there's Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt at number 1 Georgia. Georgia was a 37.5-point favorite, and apparently that wasn't enough because they won 55-0. Stetson Bennett finally decided to show up and play, which is good for them. I'm going to skip ahead to the 4 Eastern game that just finished, and that was number 25 James Madison, a 12.5-point favorite at Georgia Southern, and Georgia Southern pulled off the upset and beat them 45-38. I would love to see some highlights of this, and I'm trying to check this out after this video is over. I'm going to try to check out some highlights of that one because I felt it could have been a trap game. I still picked James Madison, but Georgia Southern can pull some things in, folks. And then there's the game that gave me the heart attack. Number 3 Alabama and number 6 Tennessee. Prediction-wise, beginning of the year, I had Tennessee going 9-3. I had them losing 3 games: LSU, Bama, and Georgia. I figured those were the 3 they were going to lose. Outside shot in the year 6 game, but a solid season. That's an improvement over last year. That's 2 games better. That's a solid improvement. Well, they're 6-0 after beating Bama 52-49. Bryce Young did not look like himself. He was on there a lot of silly mistakes, muff punts, penalties. And one thing that this game showed, one, Jalen Hyatt is not the number 1 receiver at Tennessee, by the way. It's Cedric Tillman. Cedric Tillman's out. He's not the number 1 wide receiver, but a lot of other teams figured out a blueprint. If you got the speed to beat Alabama over the top, you can, because their secondary cannot keep up, because Jalen Hyatt blew right by him for 5 touchdowns. He had a game, 200 yards receiving. I'm going to do the box score on that game because I want to tomorrow. I'll do that one for the full Saturday review. But, and including that performance, including by the Weeble Wobble Knuckleball kick that somehow went through the uprights. I think somebody was maybe floating that thing up to get it to go a little higher to get it to actually make it. But, yeah. Tennessee wins. They're now 6-0. Alabama is 5-1. I just thought of something. I made a prediction at the start of the year Alabama would go 11-1. That their only game would be a loss to Ole Miss. What if they lose to Tennessee, which has happened? They still lose to Ole Miss, and then they lose to Georgia in the SEC title game, because I think Georgia's going to beat Tennessee. Tennessee beats Georgia. I won't even. This is a dream world. Are we in the Matrix? But say Tennessee loses to Georgia. Georgia would get the tiebreak, and they go to the SEC championship game, face Bama with 2 losses, and beat Bama again. If Bama was 9-3, or excuse me, would 10-3, you think they would actually make the college football playoff? No. You think they make a New Year's Six bowl? Maybe. That's just some thought I thought about it. Now, real quick here, gotta get into the scores. The scores that are going on today. Right now, it's 4 games that concern us. One game I forgot to do a prediction video for, and that was Memphis at East Carolina, and I apologize for that. I will rectify that. I'm a Memphis fan. I am sorry. I'm sorry I screwed that up, and I'm sorry I didn't include that. But I'm picking Memphis to beat East Carolina. I realized I had it, but I didn't. I wrote it down on my sheet, but I just skipped over it and didn't say it. So, but anyway, let's get into the scores of the 4 games right now that are going on right now that reflect subscribers and the 1225. Clemson and Florida State, 5:17 left in the second quarter. It's 14-14. Mississippi State, Kentucky in the snooze fest of the day. It's 1 minute left to go in the second. It's 3-0 Mississippi State. Does anybody want to explain to me what the hell's going on in that game? Let me know in the comments, please. Memphis is beating East Carolina 17-13 with 43 seconds left to go in the second, and USC with 13:05 left to go in the second is up 21-7 on Utah. Oh boy. There's some wins going on there, folks. So, yeah. I'm kind of... One of the big things I was worried about, because when I came in through Atlanta, driving, getting home, I went through the 75-24 connector, which is the way to go south to head north to Knoxville to Neyland Stadium. I was like, please let me get through this before the rush hits, or either before it hits or after. Don't get me caught here I'll be here for 3 hours. And because Bama fans coming north and Tennessee fans that are in the area coming up. So, but turns out wasn't necessary. I missed it because it was right before kickoff and everybody was already there. So I missed the rush. But unbelievable. These are going to definitely change my rankings because it's going to be a shocker right now. Alabama's no longer undefeated. I think a lot of college football fans were honorary volunteer fans because they were playing Bama and they wanted Bama to lose. So, Let me know what you think about the games that happened today. Always please everyone like, comment, share, subscribe. What game surprised you? I know what surprised me. I'm wearing a hat to prove it. What subscribe? I'm so surprised I can't even talk. Let me know down in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching the video. We got more games going on, and I won't be doing another video tonight. I'm talking so fast because I'm dead tired. I'll explain more. I'll explain it right now. Last night, with the place where I slept at in Perry, Florida, they didn't get my trailer done in time, so I had to sleep in their parking lot next to 2 compressors that ran all night long. So I had spotty sleep all night. So I got to sleep in my own bed and actually get some sleep, which I'm looking forward to doing in a little while. So thanks everybody for watching the video. Enjoy some college football. Have a safe Saturday, and as always, please be good to each other.